Chris Bajalieh, and I own 3 restaurants here in Birmingham: Saul's Sandwich Shop, Sky Castle, and Slice Pizza.
Oh my gosh, I love all 3 of those places. My name is Lexie Kwak, and I'm the founder of Dogs of Birmingham. It's a community Instagram hub for Birmingham, and we feature everyone's pups.
Very, very cool. So what made you want to start Dogs of Birmingham?
I am obsessed with my own dog, and he actually inspired me to create it because I wanted to meet others in the community that were obsessed with their dogs too. And so actually my dog has his own Instagram account, and so that kind of, when I noticed that there was like Dogs at Instagram and all these different feature accounts, thought Birmingham needed one.
Very, very cool.
Yes.
Well, we were born and raised in Birmingham, and we believe in the city a lot and the growth that it's coming now. Better than we've ever seen. As a child, me growing up, we are growing now more than ever, and that's why we have 3 restaurants within probably a 3-mile radius. And we love to, speaking about what your organization does, we also do a charity night at Slice, and our animal charities are usually our biggest charities there. So people are very supportive of animals, and a lot of dog lovers in Birmingham.
Very cool. So tell me, I feel like all 3 of your restaurants are so different. And what made you come up with ideas to create the 3 different ones?
They're very different, which makes them a lot more harder to operate too. So that's a great question. But our deli, the inspiration came from our father, because he owned Saul's Sandwich Shop before he passed away, and then when he passed away, we wanted to continue his legacy. So we opened it actually across the street from its original location, the 2 North 20th building. And then the pizza business we were also familiar with, being involved in the Domino's pizza industry. We learned that, hey, there's a better way and a more quality way to make quality pizza. So dealing with local farmers, we started sourcing local items, and that's how the menu developed at Slice. And then Slice was such a big success, we started Slice Fest, which is, a lot of you guys know about that, and that was because Birmingham was so good to us when we opened up the Slice restaurant. We wanted to give something back to the community. And then Sky Castle came about because we wanted an upper scale place, and I hate to use the term sports bar because that kind of makes it seem like it's just a bar, but it's an elevated, it's a place where you can go and get an elevated meal at a good price and watch a game in a cool, fun atmosphere.
Right, okay. And talking about that, what kind of drinks do you guys have at Sky Castle?
We have good cocktails at Sky Castle. We have those are also, we change those seasonally. The Lakeview Lemonade is very, very, very popular there, and the Modern Mule, which is a spin on a Moscow Mule, but a spin that we put on it, and it's very, very good too. You have to come down and try them.
Oh, well, I've never had a Moscow Mule. I've heard great things about them.
They're very good and very popular.
I hear they're great for like a hard day work.
That's right. They finish they finish a 5 o'clock day very well, for sure.
So is it just you as the main owner of these restaurants? Did anyone help you come up?
I've got 2 brothers, Jeff and Jason, who are also co-owners in the business. So it's 3 brothers. And yes, we do fight, but we usually end it by 5 o'clock every day, or by the end of the workday, it's done.
Right.
So we try to stay in our lane or our role, and that keeps us from fighting like brothers.
That's cool. Well, it's me as the founder of Dogs of Birmingham, but then I asked a very good friend of mine. She's like an exceptional blogger, and so she also helps to run our website for Dogs of Birmingham. And so it's weird because I initially met her through Instagram, and it's funny because everything that has came up with Dogs of Birmingham started with social media.
So cool.
Yeah, the power. And so when I reached out to her, we hadn't actually met, but I just knew that she loved her dog as much as I did my own.
Yeah.
And she agreed to it, so we decided to start on this kind of weird journey, I guess.
It's so cool the way y'all incorporated technology. It's basically like a technology company that happens to care for dogs.
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
I mean, which is the way the industry, this whole world is going now. I mean, it's like you have to have all the technological advances to be able to acquire all the customers now. To try to cover every ground of customers. So very, very cool.
So I have to ask, since it's you and your 2 brothers, correct? So how do you guys play, or what are your strengths for the restaurants? Maybe where do each of you come into part?
Well, that's a good question, actually, because we all have our own roles, and like I said before, that's when we get into it, is when we cross each other's lanes. But for the most part, we stay in our lane. I would have to say Jeff's probably more, he gets out and talks to the customer. He's more of a, social outreach, I guess, so to speak, or not social outreach, but maybe PR from an internal standpoint. And then Jason, I guess, he likes the festival is a really big part of what he does, and bringing customers in, figuring out new specials, and then I kind of oversee day-to-day operations at all three with bill paying and making sure the bills are paid. And
Okay.
the hardest part I get stuck with, and I've been telling them I'm gonna give myself a raise.
Oh, well, you should. Yeah, I would be all for that if I was in your position. We were talking about social media, and so I'm curious, like, how big does social media play?
It's very, very big. We are very big. Our presence on social media is very important to us because Birmingham is very well. Based on the amount of restaurants that are opening up in the city daily, you have to have an edge as far as staying competitive in pricing, putting quality out, staying consistent, and then your social media presence or any kind of media presence is very important. And sticking behind what you post and what you send out to people is very important too. I know that now people depend so much on media that if it's different when they walk in the door, they're upset.
Right.
It's kind of like putting something on the menu that you really don't serve. If you don't, you have to really stick to what and stay fresh with it. So we're very dependent on our social media, and you know what? But all three of our stores really do well with it. So it is a very important part of our day-to-day operations for sure.
Do you execute the social media?
No, actually, we have a firm that does it. Casey Projects. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they do it for us, and they do a really good job. Since we've been open, they've done it for us. Yeah. So tell me a little bit how your organization developed and how many people you have working with you and the execution day to day.
So it started off like I began with my dog Happy Ringo, and I started his account, and I'm obsessed with taking his pictures and posting it, and the big game is like always getting featured, and that great feeling that you get when you get featured on a big account, and so I was like, we need one of those in Birmingham, and at the time there wasn't one, so I was like, well, I'll just start one, and that's the same time I asked Alicia, will you be my partner, because I don't know if I can do it alone, even with like a blog, and she really wanted to get in blogging, and so as it continued to grow, we learned that this account wasn't about us, it was about the community, and that's what gave this hub life. And so from that point we started doing things that the community asked for, and that was like Insta Meet. So I think our very first Insta Meet we did, it was like a free little seminar with dog trainer Kim Crenshaw. She has like 25 years of experience, and so she came and people had all kinds of questions from like, my dog's reactive, I have this issue, and it was great. And that was like the best thing we can think of that would accommodate people who maybe doesn't like to hike, that does like to hike. We've done some later runs where we get people together for hikes, but not everybody's in tune with doing certain things like that. So we just kind of get creative, I guess, with that.
So everybody's pretty much volunteered at this point too.
Yes, nobody,
which is huge.
No profit or anything like that. We help push out things for rescues. We actually ended up asking a few more people to help jump aboard and be mods, and so I figured by doing that it would help also with like the different features. We have different personalities and vibes, and so different things are going to appeal to each person, so we have a variety of dog features.
It's very cool, and it's not breed specific at all.
No, we don't discriminate whether it's purebred or a mixed breed, from a breeder or even from a rescue.
Right.
We want to feature, because at the end of the day, everybody loves their furry loved ones. So
that's right. Yeah, Birmingham is a very, very big furry friendly city, which is cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah.
I think it's getting more dog friendly too.
I think so. I think it is too. I really do. We offer it on all our patios at all our stores, and it's a huge. We always say furry friendly. You're
yes.
in the ring, whatever, and they come.
I do judge businesses if they're not technically.
If someone's not giving out dog
yes.
biscuits, we have bowls and dog biscuits we got to give out. So.
And I know you mentioned that you guys work with rescue organizations, and I would love to hear more about that.
We do. Let's see, the Humane Society is a big one. The other one that we do that's really big, who's that they actually bring goats.
Oh. Is it the ones from
Hand and Paw. Hand and Paw is really big. And that was the reason why I asked you about the breed specific, because we have like the Rottweiler rescues, and we have the Labrador and the German Shepherd rescues that all come. But the ones that aren't breed specific do the best, because it covers across all. And everybody likes their special breed, and they, either whether a breeder like you said, or come from a rescue. But the ones like what you're doing, the hand and paw guys, and the actual Humane Society that covered all breeds, do the best for us on our charity nights.
Right.
So I think that's. We deal with all of them as far as breed-specific ones, but the ones that cover the whole spectrum do the best.
Right.
Yeah, good luck to you and your new organization.
Thank
I think
you.
that's awesome. Thank
and
you
good
so
luck
much.
to you. And I'm going to have to check out Sky Castle.
Yeah, please
I'll send
do.
you all.
Please do. Ask for me when you get there. And I'll make sure you
I'll
get taken
definitely
care
do
of.
that.
All right.
Thank you.